Welcome back, everybody, to I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Now, I hope this is where we left off, because it has, like, it auto-saves, so I may have done this part already, but let's see here. Try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now, not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine, can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser, I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Oh, I'm going to fill that fryer. Whatever that means. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I'm nervous? Oh, okay, I remember this part. Alright, hold on, let's get through. Oh, yeah, I remember this part. Alright, come on now. That's right, the spork monster appeared. It was his brother. Okay, yes, tasty biscuit. Delicious. Okay, now this is new. Sorry about that. Hopefully I didn't skip anything. I don't know if I missed anything. If I did, I'm sorry. But we gotta move on, man. We gotta get on with the show. The show will go on. Does he have an elevator in his house? Look at that. Oh, he got an urn. You got a rooster. I'm digging the fireplace. Look at this open concept. Oh, look, he was in the desert. What? Alright, sorry. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with. You know, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Do we reveal it? Let's reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for special dishes that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Oh my god, yes! Totally getting laid, guys. I mean, come on. There's a rooster. Get it and laid? Alright, you realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you could look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Well, I'm interested in the rooster. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. Woo. Excuse me, sorry. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic. It's real! Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. Little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Let's ask about the urn. I'm curious. Take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Oh, Colonel. Poor guy. What's this? This must be where he keeps his secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Huh. That door just opened, but I'm also really curious. Lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Oh, Colonel. Scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool. Freshly starched collar. Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of '69. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Tap on an item. The window, gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of student pops up. You think about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death. Wait, what? Never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? And you open the window a crack, and the ghost of student is swept out with the breeze. Yeah, as it should be. Aw, look at him as a baby. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figured that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. Man, he was born with the stash and glasses, man. Isn't nature beautiful? When a man and a woman love each other so much, a baby is born. How do the glasses form? Wonder what DNA you have to have glasses come out. Oh well. That or maybe that's the drumstick that seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person to make their own face the logo of the company that found it. Am I right? Let's go over here. You open the door to the Colonel Sanders closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. Jacket is a bit big for you, but soft and comfortable. Give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You decide now's your moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold. Sure? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not that I blame you for trying, but still. Dang it! Alright, we gotta try it again. We gotta play this smooth. I'm not at all smooth. Not like the gravy. The mashed potatoes. Oh, come on. Alright, come on. We got this. We got this. Alright, we will be invited back. It's okay. Spork monster. Alright, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get back to him. Nom, 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 nom. There we go. We're back at his place. Good. Reveal it. He'll run along. I've made him cry. Alright. Button, baby. Open that door. Oh, it won't open, will it now? Lock of... Okay, we've looked at that. Looked at Mr. Chicken. The door opens. There we go. Put on the jacket. Grab the jacket. Do we tell him I'm cold, but there's a fire? Fess up and tell him the truth? You confess? What do I confess? I think I've developed feelings for you. Oh, this is it, guys. This is it. This is it. We're going in. I might be developing feelings for you too. Yes, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, take off the jacket and run for the door. With the thought of leading Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel. Yes, love muffin. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Whoa, I love this dream sequence. You awake to a beautiful morning in a Colonel Sanders hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted and Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could you be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Oh my god, guys. Overcome with emotion. I'm getting the vapors. Oh, Colonel. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings. You're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. That's okay. I was just But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but I don't actually care. You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. You went on a date. Look, you can't stand on dates. They're very fragile. They're like this big. You know, you would just crush at Miriam. I mean, come on. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. But he's a robot. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dial turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm pretty sure he wasn't making a move on you, alright? But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friend. But things quickly spiraled out of control. That's an insane first date. Holy crap. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? Yeah. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers! Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders session, focus on school. If being upset that Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. Oh, well, that's too bad. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, that's great. I'll order you up one right away. I have my swirly at Sprinkles, please. He Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? Got some nerve, Love Muffin, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A natural, intuitive person. He senses something has been going on. I just noticed her stockings have little chicken leg thingies. Anyways, is everyone excited for the final day of school? Love Muffin, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Nobody cares about you, Ashley, okay? It's all about moi. Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard. I think I'm the one that was winning so hard, Ashley. Be that as it may, I could see you're very confused. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? Colonel, you're on my side. But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate? Okay, sauce, okay. He's only after one gooey chocolatey sauce, and it's mine, Ashley. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. It's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Love Muffin, I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Colonel, what is going on, man? You love me, don't you? Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class. Colonel, what is going on? He's mine. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine food. See you inside. What is happening? Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. An attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley. You take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Okay, this is starting to turn into Evil Dead here. And I might be okay with it. Let's go on. Whoa, that's that. Whoa. I can't speak. Hold on, let me check, make sure everything's still recording. We're doing good. I'm gonna go a little long on this episode. Whoa, that's that book. It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful. See, Miriam's smart. I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page cover with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Cast a forbidden spell or don't do it at all. I don't think we should do it. I'm gonna say don't do it. You take your friend's advice, put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Let's wait to see what happens. Sprinkles stops in his track. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkle turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. He wonders, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? Better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Lovemuffin, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see. But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it out for after class. Bzz, bzz. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep, whir. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep, bzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. I will be immediately recording the next episodes. Don't worry, there won't be any weirdness. But I'll see you whenever I decide to upload next. I'm just kidding, because I'm gonna upload the next one as well, so don't worry about it. Alright, peace!